It's time we get our gimp on.
This is not just a mission.
You are going on a quest, a journey into the depths of Valhalla with no easy way out.
Interesting.
That was just in case you, the audience, wanted to know.
We're more likely now to go on a quest, kill the bad guy, get the girl,
You called me?
save the world, huzzah, everyone wins today, la-di-da-da.
Better to just let me handle the fighting. I wouldn't want any of you common soldiers getting hurt.
It could be the opportunity to become the hero you always wanted to be. It won't, but it could.
Ouch!
It will be the end of Yendar's famous Airborne League.
Two pick! No!
When the going gets tough, the Dan gets going. I am nothing if not man incarnate. Because you can't spell Dan without man.
We are still stuck out here in the middle of nowhere.
My plan is complete. This power is all mine.
Oh man. Ooh, ah, Run away, coward! Where are you so I can kill you myself?
You lose. Valhalla is mine.
Mind shackle.
So, Kelda, this is how your quest ends. Everyone that you've been protecting, captured or dead.
I can offer you something you want.
And what would that be?
Power.
To the death, then. Now this is a fight.
you are the only one who can save Valhalla.
We have an agreement then.
Yes, Korok. We agree.
And I have a plan.
We're all gonna die.
What's wrong with this guy?
Welcome to ToV Live. It is Valhalla time, and it is time. Happy Wednesday to all of you tonight, all one of you watching. It is time for Heroscape tonight. Hello, welcome everybody to the ToV live stream. I am Ryan, aka Tales of Valhalla, the guy who created all that stop motion stuff that you just saw there in the previews and the countdown previews leading up to this live stream. Did a lot of work the past 10 years, basically, and now taking a break. Gonna be doing some skirmishes with Heroscape tonight, trying out a mixture of Classic Heroscape, some C3V custom, some NGC customs, and just gonna see how everything plays out. It's not really anything too serious. I'm just gonna be bouncing back and forth on the board. It's just me versus me, basically. But it's testing out the strengths of some of these miniatures and see how they perform in the scenarios that I have them with. And the primary one that I'm gonna be playing with tonight is this guy. His wonderfully painted, very huge mini, painted by Sir Roguescaper himself. And I have a link in the description below to check out Roguescaper's YouTube channel, where he does paint tutorials and such. Check him out. Give him a sub. He does a really good job with these paints. And this isn't the only one he painted either. Like he's got these guys, these Vorid glide strikers here that are NGC custom Vorid glide strikers. And so we're going to be playing with these tonight. I know some people asked me, like I was showing off the Zed Nesbit miniature, or I was showing pictures, because it's a wonderful paint job that Roguescaper did. And people are going to ask me, well, when are you going to play it? I'm like, well, I'll play it in December, and I'm thinking tonight, probably a good time, and so it's probably going to be a late night. I tried starting early tonight, but it just wasn't possible, so I'm starting kind of on time at 9:30. So we are going to have a fun skirmish, and I already can see, like, I don't know like what Renegade's going to release, or when Renegade is going to release their own Air Marshal Zed Nesbit, or what it's going to be, but I hope it's similar to what NGC has, because if it's even just a squad that Zed Nesbit's able to bring in, it would kind of revolutionize how tournament play is played, because with Zed Nesbit you could get the Airborne elite in. You know, the chances of getting the Airborne elite in gets a lot higher with the Zed Nesbit on the field, and that could really change your mind about including the Airborne elite into tournament play, It just depends on what Renegade does. It depends on whether or not you allow new generation customs into your tournament play or not. But like I said, we're going to test them out tonight, and we're going to take a look at the units that we're going to be fighting in this first skirmish round, which will probably take a while because we have about 300 plus point armies here. And I also have for the first, so playing some of these the first time tonight. I've got Marro NIDs that I've actually done Heroscape bases on them as well. It's like I shaved off like their original bases and put on like the tiny Heroscape bases printed by High Ground Tiles here. And then I got Marro Hive here. I got Toolbach Raw here. Toolbach Raw from the one that I animated in the series. Yes, it is. The one and only. And I haven't played Marro NIDs before. Joe Crazy likes those. So we're going to try them out as well and see how the Airborne fares against them. And I got the Marro Hive just for a little bit of fun in the mix. But so these are a little bit bigger armies than what I'm usually drafting for these skirmishes. I think it's like 300 plus points, so we'll get into the points in a second. But one other thing I want to mention is before when we get into the stats and the cards, so we know what we're using tonight, I just want to show these guys. Like I got the Airborne Elite here, and this is the Airborne Elite squad. These particular miniatures are the ones that I spent the last 10 years animating for Tales of a How. These are basically the most famous Airborne Elite minis in Heroscape right now, because these are the only ones I used in the series. I mean, these are the guys. This is Gimp. This is Anderson. This is Daniel Taylor. This is Toothpick. So, yeah, it's I have a really personal attachment to these minis. Hi. Anyway, all right. Let's get into the stats before we start fighting against these guys. We open up the round some. Let's just go through what the cards are for these miniatures. All right. So here I'm gonna take off this widescreen for a second, and let's get into the stats here. Okay, so first off, Air Marshal Zed Nesbitt, and so this is NGC custom. Again, all links in the description below if you want to look up NGC, if you want to look up C3V, and if you want to look up Classic Heroscape stuff. Links in the description below to get their stats and everything. So, okay, Air Marshal Zed Nesbitt, Valorak is a Vord, unique hero, champion, fearless, huge 13. This thing is one huge miniature. Look at him. It's like right back here. Just wow. Has an ability called Clockwork Carrier. At the start of the game, place up to 6 non-huge soldier or sign and or Vord figures in your army onto Nesbitt's army card. After moving normally and before attacking with Nesbitt, you may place up to 2 of those figures from Nesbitt's army card onto empty spaces that he passed over this turn. And he's got stealth flying as well. And stealth flying, let's see, let me read it real quick. When counting spaces for Zed Nesbitt's movement, ignore elevations. Zed Nesbitt may fly over water without stopping, pass over figures without becoming engaged, and fly over obstacles such as ruins. When Zed Nesbitt starts to fly, if he is engaged, he will not take any leave in engagement attacks. So, I mean, that is NGC's take on the Zed Nesbitt miniature, as well as it's got 6 life, move 6 spaces, range of 8, attack of 4, defense of 3, 140 points. And so, like I said, with the Clockwork Carrier, and that's what I'm going to do right now, actually. Here, let me switch back. I'm going to add what miniatures I want. So, and here's a question. I don't know if anybody from NGC is watching right now, but my take is that if you can put up to 6 non-huge soldier, does that mean you could take, like, if you have 2 4-man squads, which I do, can I take 4 of one and 2 from another and put them on there? That's what I'm going to do. I don't know if that's what you can do, if you can separate squads, but that's what I'm going to do tonight. So here, hold on one second. Let me do that. So okay, and I'm going to put all the Airborne Elite on Zed Nesbitt's card starting out, and then I'm going to put 2 of the Vord Glide Strikers. And I'm, like I said, like roadscapers, like painting of these minis is just amazing. I don't think I took pictures of these guys. I think I need to, so I can show them on Tales of How Discord, but they are really cool. So 2 will remain on Vorg Glide Striker's card, and now Zed Nesbitt's miniature is occupied with all these guys now, so that you can't see actually because it's kind of out of the camera, but they're there. So we added them onto the card, and let's go back and see what else is in Zed Nesbitt's army here. We got the Vorg Glide Strikers. So they're Vord as well. Unique squads, scouts, precise, medium 5. Excuse me a second. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Okay. 1 life, move of 4 spaces, range of 6 spaces, attack of 2, defense of 2, 40 points. Not bad points. They have the abilities on Glider Landing. Vord Glide Strikers do not start the game on the battlefield. Before revealing an order marker on Vord Glide Strikers, you may place 1 Glide Striker from your army that has not been destroyed on an empty space. You cannot place that figure adjacent to other figures or on glyphs. The placed figure cannot move normally on their first turn. So that is their ability. So basically, revealing an order marker. So taking a turn. But before taking a turn, you can place 1. So they go out steadily. And so you cannot place that figure adjacent to other figures or on glyphs. The placed figure cannot move normally on their first turn. So you can put it virtually anywhere on the board, as long as it's not adjacent to any enemy, which is fine. You don't want that. And then they have an evasive 1. When a Vord Glide Striker rolls defense dice against an attacking figure who is not adjacent, add 1 defense die to the defending Glide Striker. So that is the Vord. And then, of course, we have the Airborne Elite. They have Grenade Special Attack, which I do not have a grenade token here, I don't think. I'm just going to use... I'm just going to use this. There. And most of you should know what Grenade Special Attack is, but let me just go through real quick. Actually, let me go through. The drop doesn't apply here since they're attached to Zed Nesbitt's boat. So I'm not going to bother with that, which is really nice. You know, like I said, it's just really cool that, you know, you can basically have a better chance of deploying Airborne Elite when you have Zed Nesbitt on the field. That's really cool. But their Grenade Special Attack, range 5, lob 2, attack 2, uses power once per game. Start the game with a grenade marker on this card. Remove the grenade marker to throw grenades. 1 at a time. Do the following with each Airborne Elite. Choose a figure to attack. No clear line of sight is needed. Any figures adjacent to the chosen figure are also affected by the Grenade Special Attack. Roll 2 attack dice. Once for all affected figures. Each figure rolls defense dice separately. So yeah, you basically lob a grenade of 2, and yeah, let that be that for the Airborne Elite. So not bad. 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, I don't get, what is lob 12? Oh, lob 12 is the no, that's range. So what is, I don't get it. I always thought that meant 12 dice, but if it's just 2 dice per mini, then that just means it's 8 dice. I don't know. I don't understand. But anyway, maybe someone can explain it to me sometime. But that's I was always confused about that. But anyway, they have 1 life. Move 4 spaces, range 8 spaces, attack 3, defense 2. I don't know if you noticed too on this board, I have a lot of road tiles. So. I need my card. I need my playing sheet. That is important. Alright. So yeah, with road spaces 3 plus spaces if whole move is on road. And you gotta start on the road too, fully. So So if you're on the road, special advantage for those running across the ground. So it's quite an interesting battlefield. This one. It's a little big, but we can manage with it tonight. So anyway, so that makes up this side of the army, Zed Nesbitt's army basically, and so you got 140, 180, and 280. So 290 points there. Now, the next army is a little bit bigger. I think it's over 300, but that's okay. Like I said, we're just testing. We can have the Airborne go up against overwhelming odds against these Marro and see what happens. But first, we have a Marro Hive, 160 points. Although I'm gonna go with, and I have Heroscape.org here. I am gonna go with basically three. It's gonna be 355 points. So Marro Hive is a little less in points with the Delta points, and I think Airborne Elite is the same amount of points. No, a little bit higher in points. So the Airborne Elite it would be 300 for Zed Nesbitt's army. And then with the Marro army here, it's like 355. So our Marro army has a little bit more, but I mean, we'll see how it goes with us and see how the balance goes. But anyway, Marro Hive. So we have Marro Hive on the board, and the important thing is Hive Mind. After revealing an order marker on this army card, you may take a turn with any small or medium common Marro squad you control before taking a turn with Marro Hive. Any figure that is taking turn must be within 12 clear sight spaces of Marro Hive prior to its movement. And that's virtually anywhere on the board here, with the exception maybe like behind here, which they the NIDs probably will not be at. Then Marro Rebirth. After taking a turn with Marro Hive, you may roll a 20-sided die. If you roll 13 or higher, you may place any previously destroyed common Marro squad figure from your army on an empty space adjacent to Marro Hive. So that's going to be fun. And then we have, just to mix things up a bit and really boost their numbers, we have Toolbach Ra here. Mind Blast, special attack, range 3, attack 3. Toolbach Ra does not need clear line of sight to attack with Mind Blast, special attack. Teleportation, instead of moving Toolbach Ra normally, which is moves 5 spaces, 6 life, range 1, attack 4, defense 4. Pretty solid with attack and defense here. You may choose an empty space that is on the same level and within 10 spaces of Toolbach Ra. Place Toolbach Ra on the chosen space. When Toolbach Ra starts to teleport, if he's engaged, he will not take any leave in engagement attacks. And then teleport reinforcements, and this basically says when Toolbach Ra receives wounds, then he can basically place chosen figures on any empty spaces adjacent to Toolbach Ra. If the teleported figures are engaged, they will not take any leave in engagement attacks. And then you could choose one squad. So basically, if it's a squad of 4, the squad of 4 can be anywhere on the board, boom, and be at Toolbach Ra's side, which isn't too shabby. It's not too shabby. So we are going to get started in a minute. Just hold on, I'll take a quick drink. Oh yeah, and okay, I've got to mention the Marro Nids too. Love these little guys. Okay, Marro Nids, Utgar, and this is a C3V unit. Let's see here. They are Marro, Common Squad, Parasites, Relentless, small 3. 1 life, 7 spaces move, so they can move very fast. Range 1, attack 2, defense 2. They have this ability called Cling. If a Marro Nid inflicts 1 or more wounds on an opponent's unique hero. So we just have 1 unique hero on the board against them. You may place that Marro Nid on the affected figure's card. Subtract 1 from that Marro's move and defense values for each Marro Nid on a figure's card. A maximum of 3 Marro Nids can be placed on any hero's card. So, I mean, more than likely, Marro Nids are better if you're going up against a like a hero-heavy army. Like if it's got like 2 or more heroes, Marro Nid's probably your best bet to gum up that type of army pretty darn fast. Scale 1, when moving up or down levels of terrain, Marros may add 1 to their height. Okay, so, and I have 3 squads of Marro Nids. So that is our armies tonight. So 300, like I said, 300 to 300 plus 355 unit armies here. So this might take a little longer than like the 200 plus points I usually do, just because I wanted a big starting out tonight. So like I said, if we go a little bit late tonight, that is fine. But here, let me start placing order markers, and I really have to think through a lot of this because majority of these miniatures I've never played before. So I gotta make sure I do things right. Although I'm sure I'm gonna make mistakes. That's the fun of skirmishing through these, just learning. Alright, so let's see, let's get our units on the board. We gotta get like Zed Nesbit just as far away as possible. And then we have the Marro army here. So they're all set to go. And let me see, how are we going to do this? All right. This is going to be fun. All right. So, I mean, I already know what the order markers are going to be, but just going to place them down. Alright, and let me see how I'm going to do this, because now when it comes to like the Zed Nesbit army, there's no synergy to where I can move all units at once, so that's kind of a downer, so I got to focus on who I'm going to use at once. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm thinking what to do here. I'm a thinking. Now the cool thing about Zed Nesbit, not only can he move and you know, produce out our minis, he can also, how would I put it? He can also be shooting at the enemy as well while he's moving around on the board. And I mean, he'll basically range anywhere, really. Alright, I'm thinking about it. I think I'm going to go with that. Okay, let's get started. So round 1, Marro versus Airborne, because technically we have 2 Airborne. We got the Void Glide Strikers, which technically they're just Animal Airborne Elite. Let's just put it that way, or they're Void Airborne Elite. And the Airborne. So let's roll to see who goes first. Marro gets the first roll, and they got 6. And then Zed Nesbit's group, what is that? 17. So it's Zed Nesbit that goes first. All right. So order marker 1 is on Zed Nesbit. And let's get him moving. Let's see here. Gotta give him the high ground, right? All right. Let's see here. He can move six spaces. He can move 6 spaces. So let us move him up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give him plenty of high ground, I think. 1, 2. Whoop. I don't want him to fall. That would not be good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll just move him up here. Here he comes, the blimp. I'm almost afraid because I know this miniature is very top heavy, so like I don't want it to fall over. Very, very gentle. This thing is like a masterpiece here. Alright, and I'm just checking too. I'm checking the integrity of my stream because I know the ToV podcast last Sunday, about 30 minutes into the stream, we totally bottomed out. So I don't want that happening this time. I gotta keep on checking on my the quality of my stream here. Make sure there's no hiccups tonight here. Just give me 1 second here. I'm just checking everything. Looking good. All right. All right. So Zed Nesbitt goes, and so he moved up this way. So now he can, and he moved normally. And so before attacking, we would place 2 of those figures from Nesbitt's army card onto empty spaces. So that's what we're going to do. And see, we're going to go with Airborne Elite. Airborne Elite just going to come out fighting. So he went up this way. So he's got to basically put one. We can't put them beside each other. So let's just say, let's see here. He was right here, so he moved up 5, 6. Yeah, let's just say he covered that. So that way we can put an Airborne Elite here, and an Airborne Elite here, and let's go with Gimp and Lieutenant Dan there. All right. So I got those guys up. And now Zed Nesbitt can fire away. And he's got a range of 8, attack of 4, and I believe he's going to be elevated. So how about we take our first shot? Now this is the quandary. Who should I shoot? Who should Zed Nesbitt take the first shot at? Because he's elevated, and he's got a range of 8, so he can pretty much hit anybody. So we got 5 attack dice here. Who we going for? I say we go for the Marro Hive because we don't want to do any rebirths if we can help it. So Zed Nesbitt gonna take a shot at the Marro Hive, and the Marro Hive's got a defense of 2. Zed Nesbitt's got an attack of 5 right now. Let's see here, what do we got? Okay, so that's 2 hits. No, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna take this. I don't need this on. And I'm gonna move my seat back. All right, because this is gonna get interesting. I might be standing too, so not sure, but I'm pretty sure I might. All right. So defense of 2 against the Marro Hive, and blocked 1, got 1. So Marro Hive has 1 wound. I need to do a lot more against the Marro Hive. Alright. So that is, I think that's all Zed Nesbitt can do. So now it's the Marro Army's turn. And order marker on the Marro Hive. So we're going to do Hive Mind first. And it's basically all of them. So we're just moving 1 squad of Marro Nids now, starting out. And as Marro Nids, they're going to start swarming Mr. Zed Nesbitt. Let me see here. Who do I want to move? Alright, so like I said, these Marro Nids, they can move insanely fast, like move 7 spaces. That's awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, even with 6, 7, even without the road tiles, this guy can get all the way over here. It kind of like, and they can still attack Zed Nesbit, I think. There's nothing about his height. You know, they can still clamber up and try and snipe at him. Okay, I'm trying to move like some of these on the road spaces here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I don't think I need no issue with the road space ability. So give me a second. I'm gonna move some of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Because we might need to move on other road spaces in the future. So here, this one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Alright. And then I can move one more because I only moved 3. 4-man squad, these guys. 4-man squad. Alright. And so we'll move this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not quite. Let's see here. If I move this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to move probably this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. It's gonna have to be this one. So there we are. We got some Nids here, and they're gonna start striking. And you know, let's see here. And Zed Nesbit has a defensive force since he's elevated, but you know, I've seen it before to where 2 attack dice can really level a hero that has 4 defense dice. So let's see what happens. Okay, we'll start with 1 Nid. Okay, that's 1 hit. Move my microphone a little bit. And defensive 4. Oh, and see, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, Zed Nesbit, he got hit. All right, you gotta roll those defense dice. Good, Zed Nesbit, or it's not gonna. That's okay. I got more dice. It's not gonna go well for your army. All right, next Nid. That's a blank. That's a whiff. Next Nid. 1 hit. All right. Zed Nesbit defending, blocked. Alright, get the dice. I don't want this dice tray to fall. It's like hanging on the edge there. Alright, 1 more Nid. Ooh, okay, that Nid struck twice. Oh, that is not good. So Zed Nesbit whiffed on some defenses, and now Zed Nesbit has 3 wounds. That's not good. That doesn't bode well. Alright, and let's see here. Marro Hive can't really do anything, and there's no Marro Rebirth because you still have Marro on the field, so that is all good. Take another drink. Let's see here, my internet quality still good. Alright, so order marker number 2 on Zed Nesbit's side, which is Zed Nesbit himself, and Zed Nesbit is going to get the H out of dodge because he's got the stealth flying, so he can leave engagement of these guys and not worry about taking any engagement attacks. So he's going to move to the other side of the field, I think. Let's see here. He can move. Well, actually, he can have. Well, no. If he has to use stealth flying, then he can't go down the road, which shouldn't matter too much because I think he can. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can get here, and that's fine. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. He's going to take off. He's like, bye boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's just going to land right here. There he is, that big guy. Okay. Stay balanced. Because that's a very top-heavy unit. So, but he's gotta stay elevated, and that gives him some level of defense. And now he can drop 2 more squad. So, and he's gonna drop the Airborne Elite again. See, it's a great way to get the Airborne Elite on the field. And of course, let's see here. Let's get Toothpick up here. And then we will get, as far as spaces is concerned. And I think this works since it's not adjacent. I think I could put Henderson right here because they're not exactly adjacent to Henderson or to Toothpick, because Toothpick is way too high. So I believe I can put Henderson here, and that should be fine. I think as far as the rule goes when it comes to elevation, because it says you gotta, you know, keep them non-adjacent, I think. Actually, I don't think when it comes to dropping, it doesn't say anything about dropping them and they can't be adjacent to each other. So in that case, wait a second. I'm gonna reread this. Okay, at the start of the game, place up to 6 non-huge soldier. Okay, 4 figures in your army Nesbit's card. After moving normally and before attacking with Nesbit, you may place up to 2 of those figures from Nesbit's army card onto empty spaces that he passed over this turn. So it doesn't mention that anything about being adjacent, so technically I can put both these guys up here at that elevated spot, and boom, Bob's your uncle. The Airborne Elite are ready to go. They're dropped. Isn't that awesome? See, in like a round, instead of like rolling for, you know, the drop and losing, you have a chance now they're out on the field in play. So that's cool. And you don't even have to worry about whether or not they're adjacent, because it says nothing on Air Marshal Zed Nesbit's card about them not having to be. So that is kind of cool. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is it takes Ed Nesbit's turn again, because he's got an elevated attack of 5, and I'm going to try and not have him waste it. Although, I guess he's dangerously close to special attacks, but I think you just got to keep on hitting away at the Marro Hive. So that's what we're going to do. And we got 3 hits. The Marro Hive has 2 defense. Let's see if he can defend. Nope. So Marro Hive takes 3, count them, 3 hits for 4 wounds altogether. So at least Marro Hive is losing it a little bit. But unfortunately, now that that turn's over, the Marro Hive is still around. So, and the Marro Hive has a second order token on him. So again, Hive Mind, and we're gonna have these Marro Nids move again. They're gonna do some dirty work here. I gotta think how to move them because I think, wait, what are they? They're a small 3. Okay, no, they can still reach. They can still reach them. So they're gonna surround them again and take the shots because they got a 7 movement. That 7 movement is amazing. Let's see here, even with the roads here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this one will definitely use the road tile ability because it's started on the road, so and it'll stay there. So so actually, wait a second, that doesn't make no sense. It still needs to be up here. So there. All right, 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, I need to think about this now. Okay. So I think actually that's way too high because that's on a 4th level. So the NIDs can't attack from this level. It's too low to Zed Nesbit. So actually, good thinking, Zed Nesbit. Now we got to think about what. Well, let me see. Let me see what NIDs can go up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the NID can get up here. So the NID's gonna move up there. Let's see here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All right. I think the rest of those NIDs are gonna stay here, but at least I got an extra one here, and I put a NID up here. It's a little bit further, but let's see if I can get a NID up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, this one, the swamp water, can get up there, and yeah, the rest won't be able to, but I can get this NID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we'll have 3 NIDs, and then I can still move another NID. And I think what I'm going to do is try to take out an Airborne Elite and move a NID from here over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to be a little bit elevated too. So he's going to try to take out, NID's going to try to take out Lieutenant Dan. Let's see how he does. And he just might. We'll see. Alright, so we're going to start with NID against Air Marshal Zed Nesbit first. And we're going to start with this NID here. One hit. Zed Nesbit's got a defense of 4. He's elevated. Blocked. Barely. My goodness. Okay. And this NID with this NID. Or wait a minute, what am I saying? That was actually 2. It wasn't a whiff. It was 2 hits. So I'm a little tired. Okay, 2 hits. All right. So actually, that's not good. Okay, Air Marshal, you got to defend against this, and you did. Good. That's 2 shields. All right, then this NID. Alright, that's 1 hit. And Air Marshal gotta defend against this one. 2 shields. Okay. Solid. Okay, at least this time Air Marshal defended himself really well against the NIDs. My goodness. Alright. Now, we have 1 more NID against an Airborne, specifically Lieutenant Dan here. And so that NID's elevated, so it's going to attack of 3. And the Airborne will only have a defense of 2. What is this? Okay, so just 1 hit. Defense of 2. Okay, Lieutenant Dan got taken out. Taken out before he can do anything. That's what happens. Oh, wait. And I forgot the NIDs. Okay. Okay, and I forgot to do one thing as well. See, this is why I'm learning what I'm playing. So, the hits that the Nids took against Air Marshal, like the first turn, I forgot to do the Cling ability. So, but I see the option is you may place a Marro Nid on that affected figures card. I didn't. So in essence, I chose not to, but I did forget that ability. I probably could have, and then that would have affected his movement, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna let things stand as is for now. But yeah, that would be a good plan though in the future if you're up against Air Marshal Zed Nesbitt. Is get those things clinging on him as much as possible. But yeah, I did forget to do that. All right. So Zed Nesbitt defended himself. We had one Airborne Elite get taken out, unfortunately. On to turn 3, and so we'll start with the first turn 3, and that's going to be the Airborne Elite themselves. And unfortunately, one of them got taken out before they could get used, so that's good on the Marro side. And let's see here. All right, we're gonna move the Airborne Elite first, and I'm gonna see if I can move Gimp. See, they have a move of 4, but plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, 1. Yeah. So, thinking about this. Yeah, I have someone speaking to me in Messenger, but I can't talk right now. I'm streaming. Here, hold on a second. Just 1 second. I'm just going to respond to him. All right, so did that. Okay, now, so as I was saying, I'm trying to see if I need to move, and I'm gonna, because we're gonna do a grenade special attack, even though like it's kind of wasted. Although I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I want to try to take out as much of these Nids as possible right now. And I would like to try and lob at them. Like, some of them are separated, but some of them are in groups. So yeah, I'm probably going to use Gimp as a kind of a sacrificial lamb here. And I'm going to move him up. Since he's starting on a road space, I'm going to bring him, see, a move of 4. And so plus 3 since on the road space, so that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not the best position, but at least we can start lobbing grenades. So take the grenade token off. It's a shame that, you know, Lieutenant Dan had to be removed from the board, but oh well. Okay, so range is 6, so basically clear line for these. So we're gonna first lob. We're gonna lob against this group of Nids right here. Actually, think about this. I'm probably going to lob towards this Nid so the Marro Hive can be affected and maybe possibly be wiped out by grenades. We'll see. Okay, now I'm going to look up grenade special attack again so I get this down. Okay, so we're using the power once per game. Start the game with grenade marker on this card. Move the grenade marker to throw grenades one at a time. Do the following with each Airborne Elite. Choose a figure to attack. No clear line of sight is needed. Any figures adjacent to the chosen figure are also affected by the grenade special attack. Roll 2 attack dice once for all affected figures. Each figure rolls defense dice separately. Alright. So, here we go. We'll start with Gimp. Gimp's gonna lob a grenade at this NID. And totally whipped it. Alright, now we're gonna have one. Wait. And the range is 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop. That's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, Gimp, you totally messed things up. I cannot call you on Discord right now, sir. I'm kind of in the middle of the game. Well, here, hold on a second, because I don't even think I have my Discord up. But let me try and just get you logged in real quick, Joey, okay? Why are you bothering me? I'm in the middle of a game. No, hold on. Just let me get this up. Where are you at, anyway? Are you on... do me a favor, Joey. If you can join in the chat room, the general chat on Tales of Valhalla Discord, then I'll join you there, and I'll turn the sound on so people can hear you. Why not? Is that you? Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. There he is. And everybody, okay, we have with us on the stream Sir Joey Ranieri, who is the voice of Lieutenant Dan, who unfortunately, Joey, I was playing your character on the board here, and he got taken out by a NID, unfortunately.
Sounds like my character, that's for sure.
It was a shame. It was a shame. So how are you how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing all right. I think I misunderstood you when you said, come chat with me.
Oh, yeah. I said join me on the chat because I'm live streaming. Like, I'm streaming. That's
well, man, you tell me things all the time.
I do. I know.
No, I just got off work, so
oh, yay,
I'm playing some games of my own. So if you want to talk, or mind if I just sit in on this for a minute?
Yeah. If you want to sit in, that's fine. Like I said, I don't know if you're seeing the stream at all, but just going through basically the first round, almost done with the first round of this, and I have a mixture of miniatures on here. Both are roughly 300 to 350 point armies. One side is Marro, and we have a mixture of like C3V Custom, which are Marro Nids. They're really fun, little minis. Have a Marro Hive, also have a Marro Hero, a Toolbuck Ra, which is the Marro Teleporter in Tales of Valhalla. And then...
yeah, it looks cool.
Yep, Classic Scape. So both the Marro Hive and Toolbuck Ra are Classic Scape miniatures. And then we have here, this big blimp is an NGC mini, which is Air Marshal Zed Nesbit. And... got a unique ability of being able to transport like Airborne Elite and other soldiers into the game, where normally it would have been more difficult for them to actually get into the game. And so that's an NGC custom, although we're probably going to see a Classic Scape miniature release sometime by Renegade based off Zed Nesbit, because they took the ideas from the Age of Annihilation miniatures of Zed Nesbit, as well as the Vord Glide Strikers, which I haven't put on the board yet, but they will be in play. And then also the Airborne Elite Classic Scape Airborne Elite. So basically we got Airborne shooters up against Marros. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. And let's see here. And right now,
yeah, dude, don't let me get in your way or anything.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Maybe if I have a question, I'll ask it.
Yeah, sure. And And so talking through it right now, we're going through, even though Lieutenant Dan got taken out, I'm still trying to lob grenades at the bad guys here. And Gimp tried lobbing grenades and totally whiffed the roll. Instead of rolling skulls, rolled shields, so that doesn't help. So right now I'm figuring out the trajectory of the grenade special attack for Henderson and for Toothpick, and I just realized that the distance isn't enough to get to where I want to get to this one, but it's not going to be possible. So they're going to have to lob at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's only 5 spaces.
No splash.
There is splash. That's why I wanted to get it here, so it could try and affect the Marro Hive. But they only can get to this one, so the only splash damage will be against these two here. But I think that's the best I can do. Better than nothing. Yeah, it's better than nothing, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm going to try and lob against this one. And did get 1 hit, so got to roll defense dice now for all 3 of these individually. And the NIDs have a defense of 2. See, look at these little guys. See? Nice little creatures. Okay, so we're going to roll defense against this one.
It will take me a second because the stream is after what you say.
Absolutely, yes. And then roll defense against this one. Alright. Blocked, roll defense against this one. And Airborne Elite aren't doing great. Oh, though, got that one. Okay. So 1 NID gone. Alright. And then we have 1 more set of grenades to lob from Toothpick. And Toothpick's going to go against the same Marro here.
How odd is it to be sitting here playing Heroscape?
How odd is it?
How odd it compared to like animating it?
Well, I'm trying to catch up from the last 10 years of not playing Scape. It's one reason why I'm doing kind of skirmishes on my own, just so I can like learn a lot of these miniatures, because I animate them. I don't really play them much. And until you start playing them, then you understand more what they can do, their special abilities and such. And when I start playing tournaments a little bit more next year, hopefully, I can be a little bit more knowledgeable of what I'm doing.
Sure.
Yes, sir. And just to show people too, not just the Classic Heroscape, but as well as the customs, are really fun to mix and match and play with. So normally when I'm skirmishing, I'm playing with like maybe a 200-point army or less, because this is a small board, and I don't usually want to go too long in playing a game, because it can stretch, and 200 points tends to be a good more rapid speed. But I was just kind of like, I kind of want a big army because these are fun. So okay, so Toothpick whiffed on his grenade roll, so that's it for Airborne Elite for right now. And so that is the last turn for that side of the army, and then Marro has one more order marker, and that is on Tulbakra. Excuse me. And let's see here. When it comes to Tulbakra, I'm gonna bring it up here. Okay, he's got Mind Blast, which has a range.
Like Jimmy Neutron? Like Brain Blast.
Kind of like that, yeah. Range 3, attack 3, Tulbakra does not need clear line of sight to attack with Mind Blast special attack. It doesn't need clear line of sight. Although, it doesn't matter too much on this board.
I'm sorry, did my coughing come up on screen? I apologize.
It probably did, but that's alright. I'm seconds away from coughing as well.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So I think he can virtually teleport anywhere. That's actually he's not on the same level. Well, actually, no, he is, but nowhere. So let me think. Move of 5. I think he's in a good spot just to Mind Blast some minis. He's got 6 life. He hasn't been wounded yet, so he can just stay put where he is at the moment.
I'm gonna do push to talk, so I don't have to worry about coughing on stream.
I don't know what that is. Okay, so yeah, we'll just do Mind Blast. We're gonna do Mind Blast against Zed and Nisbet, I think. Yeah, I'm thinking. Because Zed Nisbet will only have a defense of, actually just a defense of 3 if it's a special attack. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Excuse me. Zed Nisbet has already got half his life gone by some very unlucky rolls. Okay. So, attack 3. And, woo, okay, that's not good. I mean, it's good for the Marro, but, so Tulbach Ra rolled 3 wound tokens now. Zed Nisbet's got to defend with 3 defense dice. The odds aren't great. Definitely not great. Okay, so Zed Nisbet took 2 more wounds, so now he's got 1. Basically, if he gets wounded 1 more time, he's out. That's not good.
Can't let that happen.
No. That's okay. That's why I'm playing both sides, though. it's like yay for the Marro, but oh my goodness for the. And again, the Marro does have like a 50 point. Has 50 more points than the Zed Nisbet Airborne side does, so they are a bit stronger. But yeah, things just aren't going well for them right now. All right, but that ends the round. That ends the first round, and let's restart the round, and we'll roll for initiative. I'm gonna think about this. And the Marro Hive. Okay, so the end of that. So for the end of that round, very explosive first round. I mean, Zed Nisbet was able to deploy the Airborne Elite, but not without 1 Airborne Elite getting taken out, and Zed Nisbet taking 5 wounds, so he's nearly out of the count. At the same time, though, and it's a little bit weaker, but one Marro Nid did get exploded from a grenade, and Marro Hive took 4 wounds. So the Marro Hive is almost gone. So this, it's interesting how. Okay, I'm gonna place order markers now. All right.
I'm digging your setup here. Looks very very professional.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I think I need like 1 more additional camera just to get closer for like painting or something. And I really, if I'm going to play bigger games in the future, I really need like a bigger studio and a much bigger space to play. But right now it suits things well. All right. So
yeah, you don't need to go big.
No, not right now. No. Like I said, this is just me just familiarizing myself with the units. So. All right, I think that's how I'm going to do this again. I think so. Okay, so we'll see how this second round goes. Okay, so rolling for initiative. We'll give the Zed Nisbet side the first go for initiative. I'm just double checking my. Trying to think about this. Wait. Let me think about order markers for a second here. Okay, I'm changing my mind on something. It's a risk, but gotta take it. Alright, so rolling for initiative. Yeah, don't matter too much. Okay. Taking a gamble, but okay. Zed Nisbet's. Okay, number 7, Marro. 4. So Zed Nisbet side does get initiative, so they go first. And thank goodness, because the order marker switch I made was for the Airborne Elite to go first, and I was kind of hoping that was going to be the case. So now they can start firing their guns. They're out of grenades. Now they're going to use their guns. And they do have an attack of 3 with a range of 8, so they can basically hit anything on the board right now. And since there's elevation, they'll be able to do an attack of 4. And let's just hope their bullets aim true. So we're going to start with Gimp. And we're going to actually move these guys. So Gimp is... think of how I'm going to move him. Because let's see here, with 8, let's see here. Oh, almost thought again. He did pass through, and okay. And this is another thing. So I keep on learning mistakes I make too. So when I moved Gimp last time, I forgot that there was a NID here that would have been engaged to Gimp. I would have had to take a leave an engagement attack. Because technically he would have been engaged to the NID passing through. I did not apply that, so that is my bad. But I just wanted to mention it for the stream that, like I said, I'm gonna miss these things. But anyway, all right. So Gimp is going to take a shot at the Marro Hive. We gotta get rid of this thing. We gotta get rid of this thing right now. So attack 4. Let's see. Wow. And that's a good roll. That is 4 hits, potentially 4 wounds, and the Marro Hive only has a defense of 2. So at the very least, yeah, 2 wounds are getting in. So it doesn't even matter if the Marro Hive rolls defense. It's done. It's done. So don't even worry about rolling defense. The Marro Hive has been taken out by Gimp. All right. So put the Marro Hive right there. And so now those order markers, now this kind of gives the advantage back to this side. No, yeah, to the Zed Nesbit side basically. And well, I'll explain in a second because we still have the other Airborne elite up here that need to take their shots as well. Yeah. But basically, the order markers that were on Marro Hive no longer useful anymore. So if there was any type of bonding with the NIDs, totally gone now. Totally gone. So I'm glad that this side won the initiative. That gives them a slight chance. All right. But okay, now I gotta think about who am I gonna hit first. I think the biggest threat right now would be Tuabak Ra himself. So we're gonna shoot at Tuabak Ra next. Why not? Let's get rid of this teleporter. All right. So attack of 4. Tuabak Ra has a defense of 4. Oh yeah. So since okay, so you got Henderson. We got Toothpick there, so I'm going to take a shot at Tuabak Ra. I'll start with Henderson. We're at Tuabak Ra, so with elevation, got an attack of 4. And let's see. Okay, 2 hits. Let's see if Tuabak Ra can defend against those. Hey! I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but Tilp, right? How are you doing tonight? I don't know if you were streaming or not. You're actually watching me on YouTube because usually you're on Twitch, right? Is this a Tilp from Twitch? I think so. But yes, how are you doing tonight, Tilp? We are getting how would I say? We're basically airborne against. All right, good to see it tonight. Good to see you tonight. We're basically skirmishing. I've got a mix of NGC, NGC customs, C3V customs, and Classic Heroscape. So we're just having some fun playing against them. And currently we're trying to take out Tuabak Ra here, the Airborne elite. Tuabak Ra's got to defend against 4 and whoa, that's a whiff. You needed defense rolls on those Tuabak Ra. So Tuabak Ra takes 4 wounds, not 4 wounds. Takes 2 wounds. And now it's Toothpick's turn to fire. at Toolbox Raw. Alright, 2 hits again. And then Toolbox Raw defends. See here, Dilf says, I'm doing well, yes indeed, and Dilf from Twitch, just relaxing and seeing you were live. Yeah, I'm trying to go live. Hopefully, like I was live last Sunday, and we were doing the ToV podcast, and the stream like shut down. I think it was an internet issue, and I wasn't able to get it up, so we basically had to record, like after a half hour of streaming, we had to record the rest of the podcast without streaming. I just had to upload the whole thing the day after. I was like, I hate it when that happens. Rarely happens, but Murphy's Law. Alright, so Toolbox Raw defended against that. So I only got wounded twice, which isn't too bad. Okay. Now for order marker number 2, that was on the Marro Hive. Marro Hive got taken out, so it doesn't apply. And order marker 2 on is on Zed Nesbit. And we gotta think about where to put this guy right now. He is fine, but we do want to need to move him back. And he doesn't take any leave engagement attacks. Tilp says, that is never fun, that happens. Yeah, well, you know, you gotta... I mean, you gotta roll with it, and that's why when I stream on OBS, I'm always recording the stuff in my computer, so just in case a stream does go down, I'm still recording it into my computer and I can release it later. But yeah, it kind of stinks when that happens. And hopefully it's like I got some important streams coming up in the next like couple weeks into next year, like March 1st for that Renegade one, so hopefully nothing happens on that. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, move range of 8. So I can potentially move this guy and still have a good solid range against anybody on the field. So let's move him out. Like I said, he doesn't take any leave and engagement attacks if he's using his stealth line, and he will. Move us 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if moving him here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if moving here he can still be in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Yep, it works. So Zed is putting himself back, and since he moved, he can drop 2 more figures, and he's going to drop the Vord Glide Strikers because he's got 2 of them still on his boat. He's got to get rid of them. So anywhere on the board, he's basically gonna. These Vord are just basically gonna go where, and they can be adjacent. Adjacency doesn't matter, and they're just gonna hop right there. Have the advantage of elevation for them. All right. Now we're going to have Zed Nesbit fire. He's got an attack of 4, and he's going to fire at Toolbox Raw, and he's a level up, so he is elevated, so he can attack with 5. And got 3 hits against him. And then Toolbox Raw's got a defense of 4, and only defended 1, so that's 2 more hits against Toolbox Raw. And so that's order marker 2, and then order marker 3 again is on Zed Nesbit, and he's gonna, I think he's basically gonna stay put. There's not really any other place. I mean, he's gonna be swarmed by Nids no matter what. He's probably gonna be taken out by Nids, and I think that's the best.
The Nids.
The Nids. I love these guys. I mean, they're really fun. They're really cool, and They actually were part of like Age of Ragnarok, I think, miniatures. But I removed them from their original bases, and I put 3D printed Heroscape bases on them, so they're basically integrated in the Heroscape game like that. So,
Sweet.
A little bit of custom, planning on them. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking about this here. Okay, so I can move Zed again. I might move him back 1 if he can still keep the range. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So that way, if he does get swarmed by Nids, this higher elevation won't go against Zed. I think that's the best position for him at the moment now. All right. So let's have him take a shot again. Try and see if we can take out Toolbox Ra this time. So we'll see. Alright, so that's 2 hits. Toolbox Ra's got a defensive 4, so let's see what he rolls. Boom! Zed Nesbit took out Toolbox Ra. Boom! Because he whiffed, no defense against 2 more hits. Already had 4 wounds, so that's 6 life till he taken out. So Toolbox Ra got taken out. Wow. So for that round, now that can happen on a round. If your roll defense dice good, your opponent, or the Marro, basically on this side, did not get to move an order marker the whole round. So basically, you had the Airborne dominate the field this time around and took out both of the unique Marro heroes. Now that's kind of how you do it. Although granted, I did do an illegal move with Gimp here, but still, the dice rolls don't lie. All right.
Oh, we know.
Yeah. And of course, you still got Lieutenant Dan back here just hanging out because he got taken out early. He might be the only one to be taken out, but we'll see. These Nids are still here and they're still fierce. So, yeah.
I've been summoned by the waifu.
By the who?
By the wifey.
The wife. Are you married now?
No, but I mean it's cute.
Okay, put a ring on that finger, dude. Just put a ring on the finger.
I know. I probably should.
If you're enjoying the company and it seems like it's going real, put a ring, man. Let me know. Let me know when that happens. And thanks for joining us for a few minutes there, Joey.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to set up a stream for yourselves because I still want to learn and play and maybe figure out how to play this game. Learn some more about it. So maybe that could be one of your streams in the future.
Yeah, I really need to have you in person, but yeah, we'll definitely have to figure it out sometime. But anyway, everybody, this of course, this is Sir Joey Ranieri, who was the voice of a few characters in Tales of Valhalla, but mainly the voice of Lieutenant Dan or Daniel Taylor. Kind of one of the main protagonists in the series. Thank you so much for joining me, Joe, tonight, and we'll see you later, sir.
We'll see you later, girly man.
All right, later, man. Okay. Yeah. That was kind of nice of Joey to hop on the stream for a moment. All right. So back to game. Okay. So that round definitely was not in the Marro's favor. But again, this is why I love Heroscape. You just never know when something's going to turn. All right. Now, I got to think. Now, obviously, I know for round 3, I'll order markers on Marro Nids because that's all that's left, and I have to figure out how to use them. Use them well. And I know... But what I got to think about now is what order markers to put on, because we got Vord Glide Strikers. We only have 2 of them out. We got 3 Airborne Elite, and we have Zed Nesbit back here. But Zed Nesbit, all Zed Nesbit needs is 1 more hit, and then he's out. So I'm thinking he's probably going to get out in this game. So I think my best bet would be probably Airborne Elite. Yeah, just focus Airborne Elite for now. And the Vor just got to fend for themselves at the moment. I'm thinking. Yeah. Now, after this round is over, I'll probably do smaller skirmishes against other armies where I'm going to do Zed Nesbit the whole time. It's basically Zed Nesbit. It doesn't say it in the title too much, but it is basically Zed Nesbit hours. So I might do a round with just Zed Nesbit and Airborne Elite against a smaller army, and then a round against Zed Nesbit, and another round with Zed Nesbit and the Void Glide Strikers, just so I get my chance to, you know, trade off on both with smaller armies. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna do Airborne Elite with pizzazz right now. So we're gonna roll for initiative and see who goes first. We'll do since this side got the event, like basically came out on top last time, we'll have the Marro roll for initiative first. Marro got 1. That's not good. All right, so the Airborne win initiative. They go first. So Airborne Elite gets the number 1. All right. Now, I kind of need to move Gimp a little bit. And I think I'm gonna move him up here. And he's gonna have to take out. Yeah, he's gonna have to take out that NID, and then Henderson Toothpick are fine right where they are. And okay, so attack of 3. So we're just gonna do point blank range against this NID, and whiffed it. Oh, good grief! All right, so. And we got 2 more Airborne Elite up here, so we're gonna take our shots. I think we're gonna go after these NIDs here. So if they start swarming Zed and Nesbit, they're gonna have to travel. So let's see here. We're gonna do 1 here, and that's elevation. So instead of attack of 3, it's attack of 4. Whiffed again. Okay, what's wrong with you guys? Okay, Toothpick, and just 1. So I rolled a total of 8, 9, 10, a total of 11 dice for attack, and only got 1 skull. All right, but anyway, okay. It's got to defend against it, and defended. What good are you when that happens? All right, well, that's the way the dice roll sometimes. All right, so it's the Marro NID's turn. Oh boy, here we go. So the NIDs still can come out on top. I mean, they really can, because once they swarm, they swarm. So I'm pretty sure. Okay, I can move 4. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going after Zed Nesbit here. So let's just move Zed Nesbit. Okay, let's move that NID there. I'm just going to move these NIDs over here. And these NIDs are like not high enough to be engaged with Henderson here, so they can move out. There's no engagement happening because they're too low. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elevations. They're only a small 3, so they're basically underneath. No engagement happening. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, now I'm gonna have to move. So here, can it get there? 1, 2, 3. Well, can't be engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to think about this now. Don't think. Well, I can take the chance of moving a NID over here. 1, 2, and just leave the engagement leave the engagement and take it and see if it makes it. I got plenty of NIDs, so that way I can have 4 It's a chance of like 4 not, and it's still losing it. Yeah, I would, but let's just roll for that. Let's just have him leave engagement and see. Take a leave an engagement. Blank. So it's good. Good choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there we go. 4 NIDs up against Zed Nesbit, and now again they only have an attack of 2, but this time Zed Nesbit is not elevated, and we see how like 2 little dice rolls can be really terrible sometimes. I mean, it gave Zed Nesbit what, 2 of the 5 wounds he has. So there you are. Is it? No, I think it's actually 3 of the 5 wounds he had. And all it's going to take is 1 more wound, and Zed Nesbit is out. So let's see what happens. So we'll start with 1. That's 1 hit. Zed Nesbit only has a defensive 3, not elevated at all. Blocked. Next one. 2 hits. And Zed Nesbit is taken out. Completely out. Zed Nesbit is done. Oh, that's really awesome. Here, I'm just going to put him... I'm going to put him right here where you can kind of... no. Sorry. Where can I put him to where you all can see him? Here. I'm just going to put him there. He's taken out, but he's just looking cool there on the field. But yeah, okay. So... so that was second... let's see here. I don't know... I don't know now with the Marro NIDs. I'm not sure if like I only attacked with 2, so technically I can attack with 2 more, and 2 more are right here, engaged to the Vorid. I'm engaged to Gimp as well, but I don't know if I have to attack with the ones that I moved or not. I don't know. I'm gonna say that because I'm pretty sure you have to attack with the ones you moved. Unless a card specifically says that you don't have to, because I know there's a card or 2 that actually says that you can attack with figures you haven't moved. So I'm just going to say that I moved all 4 of them, so that's all I can do with them for now. I can't worry about the other ones on the field. So that is turn 1, and now turn 2, Airborne Elite again. This time, Airborne Elite, you have to do your job. Here, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this there. No, it's not exactly flat, but actually, no. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just bringing that Zed Nesbit over there. I'm not going to bring too much of that. All right. My goodness, we're an hour and 30 minutes into the stream, so I think this game has taken an hour. All right. I'm dropping things. Of course I am. I know after this game is done, I am going to take a short break, and then I'm going to set up for the next round. We'll see how many rounds I can do. I might be able to only do just 1 more, but we'll see. Alright. So, we've got Airborne Elite. And let me think. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Airborne Elite, attack of 3. No, technically, Airborne Elite technically can win because these 2 have high ground. Like if I was this opposing player, I mean, I'll still play things through until the NIDs are all but gone. But technically, since the Airborne have this high ground, the NIDs can't get them. So there'd be an impasse no matter what. So let me think about this. So technically, if I was that side being like, okay, you have the game, because there's no way I'd be able to get these guys. I have no range attack. But let me just go through this round and see how I feel after the round is done. All right. That's the disadvantage of having this battlefield, I guess. This wouldn't be a tournament type of battlefield. All right. So what I'm going to do is first toothpick. I'm going to strike it against this Marro. 2 against it, the Nid's defense of 2. So this Nid is taken out. And this way, Gimp can now strike at, say, this Nid with an attack of 4. And that's 1 hit. Can defend. But didn't it, so this Nid's taken out. Yeah, now they're just shooting at the Nids. And we have Henderson, which, let's see, we got a range of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna take this Nid that has against this Vord. Two hits. It's gonna be hard to defend against it, but we'll see. Nope. So this Nid got taken out as well. So it's already a squad of Nids down. But the Nids go next, so let's see what they can do. I need to think about this. Okay. So this Nid can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get up here. And this Nid can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get back up there. Let me think on this. Okay. And then this Nid. And there's a second. I think someone's messaging me on Discord. Oh, let's see. Okay. That's a personal message for me, so I'm not gonna worry about it. All right. Back to the plane. All right. So we're basically going to try and swarm Gimp here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I can move one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so probably Gimp's going to be taken out. Let's see. All right, so they have attack of 2 again. So first we're going to do this one against the Vord. Attack of 2, nada. This one against Gimp. Ouch. Tell you what, that's what hurts it. And yep, Gimp got taken out. That's what hurts it. Alright. And now, number 3, again. Airborne Elite. Like I said, they could take pot shots all day. So that's why I think it's game, set, match the Airborne, basically. It probably will be at the end of this round. Alright. But here. We're going to try and snipe out these, again, these Nids here. So, 1. That's 1 hit. Blocked. This one. Alright. Well, didn't take him out. But, okay. And then just moving Nids. Let's see what they can do against the Vord here. So we're going to move this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to move this one. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, okay, right there. 1, 2. Okay. All right. So first we're gonna try and take out this Vord with this one. Nada. This one, nada. Ooh, drawing blanks. This one, 1, and Void will have a defense of 3. Blocked. And this one, blocked. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna call the game. That's the end. That's the end of the round. This was the 3rd round. Quite an extensive battle, and I think I'm gonna change like the elevation of this because it's a great advantage, but at the same time, you need. Well, I'll keep it, but you really need to make sure the miniatures can attack and the nids can't. So basically, it's just gonna be pot shots until the nids are taken out. I mean, this can probably go after the Vord. But not these remaining Airborne elite. They'll stand their ground to the very end, so that's how it would end. So I'm going to reset. So basically, game, set, match. Zed Nesbit, even though Zed Nesbit didn't make it, but he'll be back for the next round. Actually, I'm bring him out here, and we're going to have. Let me think about it. I mean, Airborne elite did good. But I think I'm going to have Zed Nesbit and Vorid against another Marro army. So what I'm going to do is actually go on a break, play like a few minutes of Tales of Valhalla, because I do need to like leave my chair for a few minutes. But I'm going to go on break. I'll be right back, and we'll set up, and we'll have at least another round, another skirmish. Zed Nesbit against some more different Marro this time. Alright, see you all in a few minutes.
It all began many years ago.
Men, we're under attack. It's time to defend the castle.
Yes, sir. Leading the way, sir.
I don't want to fight. I want me tea. Is it tea time? Oh, look! There's the dragon!
Rush my enemies.
Look lively, gentlemen. Watch your step. There's a fight and tea.
We were in the middle of pure war. All our thoughts and goals were for the findings of the well springs and the destruction of our enemies. But something happened. Some unknown power beyond any of us dried up all of the well springs of power. And the Valkyrie generals could no longer bring heroes to Valhalla. And in turn, all strangers here could not return to their homes in the past, present, or future. Now we are all trapped on this planet with no well springs to fight for and no power to conquer. All armies withdrew to their territories, creating an unquiet peace. Until this present time, there was no power to seek that was strong enough for the wars to begin anew. But that could change soon. Very soon.
Alright. Let's get to playing again. And get the background music on. Boom, there we go. And now I was thinking, I said that I was gonna do Zed Nesbit and the Vord, or the Vord Glide Strikers next, but in doing this army with Nigoksaw and the Grok Riders, like 2 squads worth of Grok Riders, because I wanted 2 squads, I am going to actually a more even point match would be Airborne Elite and Zed Nesbit, so I think I'm going to do that instead. And here, let's look at the stats real quick. We already know the Airborne Elite and Zed Nesbit, but we're going to look at the Grok Riders and Nigok Saw real quick. So let me take this off and go to the other screen. Here, hold on a moment. No, not that screen. This screen. Okay. So the next Marro army that we're bringing out is Grok Riders. They're actually these are pretty fun, and I've seen them played like at ScapeCon and tournament play, and they're really great because they have the bonding synergy. So Grok Riders, Marro, Common Squad, Hunters, Menacing, Large 5, 130 points, but for Delta pricing, they're only 70 points. So we're going to go with Delta pricing for this round. And so they're really cheap when it comes to Delta pricing then. And so that makes with Nigok Saw and 2 squads of Grok Riders 235 points, which is not too shabby. And so let's see here, with Grok Riders you have Marro Warlord bonding. Before taking a turn with Grok Riders, you may first take a turn with any Marro Warlord you control. In this case, it's going to be Nigok Saw. Mark of the Warlord. When attacking a figure that is adjacent to any Marro Warlord you control, Grok Riders add 2 to their attack die. So there's that. I got to keep that in mind. Grok Training. Marro Hive cannot rebirth Grok Riders with its Marro Rebirth special attack power. And that's not going to apply because Marro Hive has been taken out. So. excuse me. But the 1 life move 7 spaces, so they can move just as fast as the Nids. Range 1, attack 3, defense 3, so not bad. And then we have, of course, the one and only Nigok Saw. He has the Lion Shackle. After moving or before attacking, you may choose any unique figure adjacent to Nigok Saw. Roll a 20-sided die. If you roll a 20, take control of the chosen figure and that figure's Omni card. So this is something with Zed Nesbit that might be a problem. There's always that chance, and we're probably going to take them this time. Remove any order markers on this card. If Nigok Saw is destroyed, you retain control of any previously mind-shackled army cards. So there's that risk for this game. You never know. You can roll a 20. It's happened before, so we'll see. But so the point value then, of course, with Grok Riders and Nigok Saw, so 2 squads Grok Riders, Nigok Saw, 235 points, and then with Air Marshal Zed Nesbit, and I know Airborne Elite's actually like 10 points higher for Delta, so that means here 250. So yeah, so the advantage actually is more on Zed Nesbit and Airborne Elite, but I know with like the Glide Strikers are only 40 points, that's a little low. So it's a little bit more evenly matched. Yes, advantage is on Airborne Elite side, but we'll see how things go. So let me place things on the board and we'll get started here on this. Really interested to see what Grok Riders do. Okay, get this up here. All right, and with it'll be interesting to see because we basically have some Classic Heroscape just with one Zed Nesbit, but keep in mind Renegade will eventually, I don't know if it's going to be next year, but Renegade is going to release all Age of Annihilation miniatures, and Zed Nesbit was an Age of Annihilation miniature, so there's going to be probably a Renegade version of Zed Nesbit. This is NGC version. It'll probably be a little bit different, but Zed Nesbit, a Classic Heroscape Zed Nesbit is going to come out sometime, an official one. Maybe similar to this one, but we'll see. Alright, so again, Airborne Elite, Zed Nesbit, the Vord Glide Strikers are going to take a break on this one. And so all the Airborne Elites is on Zed Nesbit's card. So they'll be able to come out to the battlefield or have a better chance. And let's put on the field then. Let's see here. These Grok Riders. Actually, probably have to put. Yeah, because I got more Grok Riders here, so I was like, alright, to put them like so. Alright, I want Nigoksa there, so I'll just have to have a Grok Rider kind of right here. Alright, let's get started. I'll put auto markers down. And this is kind of a no-brainer. It's like we want everything on the Grok Rider's side. This what makes them so good with the synergy bonding. I mean, and in tournament play, especially if it was like a Delta tournament, I'd probably have Grok Riders and a Marro Warlord, and that would just be my army. But I'd have 3 squads of Grok Riders, at least. Squads of 3. Actually, you probably want to do 4 squads for tournament play if the points will allow it. But as many as possible. It's one thing I learned. For a squad of 3, 4 squads. For a squad of 4, 3 squads at least, or I think at most if you can handle it. All right, and it's a common squad, so you can do that. All right. Now for this one, there's no synergies between these minis, so I'm just gonna have to think about it. But this will probably be the best play for. Okay. Let's roll for initiative. Let's see here, what time? 11:18. This is probably the last skirmish I'm gonna do because, let's see here, almost 2 hours into the stream. I probably could go later. I mean, I'm not planning to go late like on Sunday, but we'll see. We'll see how fast this skirmish goes. All right. So rolling for initiative. Side Marro first. They rolled a 9. Then side Airborne. Also a 9. Have to re-roll again. Okay, that's unusual. All right, Marro again. Initiative. There's your 20. Marro, Airborne, 6. So Marro, go first. All right. So order marker 1. And okay, Grok Riders again. So Marro Warlord bonding. So we're taking a turn. First take a turn with any Marro Warlord you control. Okay. So let's move Nigoksa. Now Nigoksa's on a road space, so he's got a regular move of 5, but if he stays on a road space, he can then move 6, 7, 8. And see, we need to give him some high ground, I think, because I don't think. 1, 2. Can he start attacking Zed Nesbit right away? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite, but I need to think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. Not going to be able to get up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. We're going to put him up here. I mean, he's going to be in range of Zed Nesbit anyway, so I might as well get there. Alright, and now Grok Riders have a move of 7. So technically, if they're on a road space, and the road space is everywhere, so they can move if they start on a road space, which they don't this time, but they could potentially move 7, 8, 9, 10 spaces on road spaces if they're on, so they can move really, really fast, but only 7 this time. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not gonna work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just move this one here. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just move this one here. They just gotta move up, basically. Actually, wait. Let's move so that way he's totally on it, because you need to be totally on a road space to move a road space level next round. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So that's what those Grok Riders are doing. Alright. So that ends the first round for the Marro side, and then 1 Air Marshal Zed Nesbitt. Let's see what he can do. He has a move of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, okay, he's gonna move up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's gonna do the strategy from last time. Get up here. And start shooting away, but first I'm gonna deploy 2 Airborne. I'm gonna put them here. Again. Gimp and Lieutenant Dan are gonna deploy there. Alright, now Zed Nesbitt is going to take a shot at Nuguk Saw since he can. And let's see here, 5. Nuguk Saw, and Nuguk Saw's got a defensive 6, so it's going to probably take a little bit to get at him, but got to start early. Woo! Alright, that was a good roll. Okay, Zed. Finally taken good aim. Alright, so Nuguk Saw has a defensive 6, and he's got to defend against 4 hits against them. Alright, so we took 2 wounds. Pretty good. And now, Grok Rider's turn. And I think this is where, even though, yeah, like in points, this, like the Airborne army is a bit more, but you have the synergy of this Marro army. So I think that's going to give them a little bit of advantage. We'll see how the dice roll. Okay. So we can first move with Nuguk Saw before moving Grok Riders. And let's see, Nuguk Saw again. I think I want to give Nuguk Saw the high ground, actually. He can defend himself pretty good. Let me think about this, because he can only do so much, but if he can see 5, 6, 7, 8, if he can get up to this high one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think he can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so you can get up. You can get up there. That's the highest point. So that way, the Airborne elite aren't dominating that part of the field, and hopefully he can defend his own for a little bit. I know, I personally, I probably would want him to go against Zed Nesbitt, but the Mind Shackle right now is the less of a chance against it. So I don't want the Airborne elite getting this high ground again. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. But now, Grok Rider's turn. Now, Grok Riders have no problem swarming Zed Nesbitt or the Airborne elite. So how about we do that? And like I said, they're all starting in road spaces, so they have the potential to really move around the board. I just got to think about how to do this. Yeah, the potential with 10 spaces, just wow. Okay. Now, I'm going to really make Zed Nesbit work, like earn his keep. Let's see here. So we can move this one up here, so that way Zed Nesbit can't land on here this time. And then these other two are going to try to attack. So for this one, actually this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one's going to try and swipe at Gimp. And then this Rock Rider is going to come right alongside here and try and hack at Zed Nesbit a little bit. All right. So let's do that first. Okay, Rock Rider, Zed Nesbit. Rock Rider has an attack of 3. And actually, well, no, it's not engaged with it yet, so that's alright. 1 hit. Zed Nesbit has right now, since he's elevated, is a defense of 4. Blocked. And then we have a Rock Rider up against Gimp, one of the Airborne. 2 hits. Gimp only has 2 defense. Blocked. So we got Airborne Elite taken out already. Excuse me. This is where things can go kind of tipsy. Let's see. Hi. All right. So that's number 2. Okay, number 2 for Zed Nesbit. All right, we got to think about this. Now we started. Now we're going to start on road spaces. So technically, it's got a move of 6, 7, 8, 9. Can move 9 anywhere on the board. So. And he doesn't take any engagement attacks. So let's see how we're going to move him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that. Then he's just going to be engaged with a Rock Rider. But while he's passing through, he's going to drop some Airborne Elite. Okay, that's going to fall though. So let's just say Zed Nesbit is here, but I'm just going to put him right here for now. So that way he doesn't fall, but he's up in these spaces, otherwise he's just going to fall over. So I don't want that to happen. And then he can do another drop, and he's going to. He's going to drop Airborne Elite, and I'm going to put 1 Airborne Elite here. And then another Airborne Elite. Let's see here. Let's just say, since he can move 9 spaces, he moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just say that. So that way, you can put Toothpick right here. Not adjacent to anybody right now. And let's have Zed. Since Zed is engaged against this Grok, gonna take. Grok is elevated against him, so only can do an attack of 4 against the Grok. One hit is all it takes. But Grok does have a defense of 4. And blocked. Just make sure. Okay, I'm going to put 2 dice here just to show that Zed Nesbit is occupying those spaces. Okay. Now, yeah, Zed Nesbit. It's like I said, this is a beautiful miniature, but it's very top heavy. So you got to be careful if you're playing it on a board, especially a small board like this. All right. So that's Zed Nesbit's turn, and now Grok Rider's turn. And yeah, this might have been a little foolish, but we have Nugok Saw. Actually, well, yeah, well, unfortunately Henderson is a hero, so you can't really do Mind Check against Henderson. But Nugok Saw would have an attack of 4 against Henderson, so let's see what happens. That probably wasn't a good move on my part, actually, to put Henderson right there. Probably should put Henderson just like right here so they could lob grenades or whatever. Oh well, you know? Okay, the dumb decisions you make, but this is why we're doing skirmishes now, so we can make the dumb decisions now, and when we do tournaments like next year, we're not making these dumb decisions then. Alright. So Nugok Saw. What's that, Airborne? Yeah. Alright. Airborne taken out. Yeah, not fun. Not fun. Nugok Saw dominating. Alright, now Grok Riders. Alright, let me think about this. Alright, we're gonna move. Only move 3 Grok Riders at a time. Alright, I already have one engaged with Zed, so that one's gonna attack Zed. And we're gonna move this one to attack this Airborne, and then this one here to attack this Airborne. Yeah. Alright, I got an only attack of 3. So we'll start with this one. Same level. Ouch. Okay. Can't defend against that, so Airborne Elite is getting taken out without firing a shot, basically. This is not good. This is not good. Alright. Now, like I said, I like the Grok Riders. I think they might become an army for like ScapeCon next year for me, especially with Delta points. Yeah, I think they'd be good. Although I think I only have 3 squads worth. I'm gonna have to find a way to get 4 of them. Although even with 3 squads, I think 3 squads would still work. And then just have like NIDS or something maybe, or have some other miniatures to clean up. I don't have to think about it. But anyway, all right, done talking. This Grok against this Airborne Elite. Now 3 Airborne Elite. That Airborne Elite is elevated, so it's just 1 hit, and that Airborne does have 3 defense. It's elevation, so we'll see. Yep, blocked. All right, so do have 1 Airborne. Now I gotta think about this. Okay, so that's 3 turn. Number 3 is actually on the Airborne Elite. Think about this. Now I could do a lob grenade special attack. It's a risk because I only have 1. But well, and actually I can't because he's engaged, so I have to attack this one, I think. So yeah, one couldn't do that anyway. So basically, it's got to try and take care of this Grok Rider first. And so that'd be attack of 4. Alright, well that makes my decision up for me. Alright, so that Grok. What's that dice? Okay, blank. So it's 2 hits. Grok Rider's got 3 defense. And blocked. Block the hits. Things are going good for Grok Riders right now. Alright. So that is number 3. Okay. Yep, not looking good. This is like Zed Nesbitt's show, basically now. I'm gonna try winning initiative. Might do something, but we'll see. All right, initiative roll. So first round, basically Airborne Elite got taken out before basically firing a shot, and the shot that was fired didn't go through. Zed Nesbitt is still at full health, but I don't know, with the synergy of the Marro, I think the first round shows that even though they're kind of 50 points under what the Airborne was, taking out the Airborne elite early really gained them an advantage. Alright. And me doing the placement I do with the Airborne was not smart either. So, alright. Initiative. Marro first. 1. Airborne. 6. So Airborne do get the initiative, so I do have first roll initiative, order marker 1 on the Airborne, so this Airborne can attack the Grok Rider again. Hopefully get it this time. 3 hits, so that's good. 3 defense. Okay, so at least one Grok Rider got taken out by the Airborne, but that is that's all we can do for first round, and now this Airborne's probably gonna be taken out. Okay, round number 1. All right, Niguksa. Well, now the Airborne are deployed, Niguksa can actually kind of move a little bit, so that's what he's going to do. He's gonna hop down, and since he's starting on road tile, he can basically move 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and try and take out this Airborne. He's got an attack of 3. Yep, took him out. Can't defend against 3 skulls rolled, so Airborne Elite got taken out, and Niguksa is kind of getting his revenge this time, a little bit. All right, so now it's just Zed Nesbit on the board. It's possible he can pull something. We'll see. But okay, we got Grok Riders still though. All right, so gonna do this Grok Rider. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this Grok Rider. I think only these 2 Grok Riders can attack. Well, actually, well, no, yeah, because you can't really have them. Kind of lopsided on that. So let me think about this. I think I'm going to keep that Grok Rider here. I'm going to bring another Grok Rider up here. So that way you can just start and then be able to zoom around wherever he needs to. Alright. Next we'll do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That Grok Rider's there. Ready to do what he needs to do, and now these 2 Grok Riders are going to try and hit at Nesbit here. So only 3 attack. Actually, this Grok Rider has 4 attack against said Nesbit. So let's see what happens. Ouch. Ooh, that is 4 skulls, people. 4 skulls. Zed Nesbit can only defend using 3 defense dice. Defended 2. That's good. That's good. So only 2 wounds. So that hurts. My goodness, that hurts. Alright, then this Grok. 3 attack. 1 hit against. Oh, this time it does have an elevated defense. And blocked. Alright. So that's good. Okay. So that's round 1. That's the first round order markers. And now it's order marker number 2 for Zed Nesbit. Zed Nesbit's gonna have to move. He's gonna have to find a different place to move. Now he is again starting on, and he can take. He doesn't have to take any leave engagement attacks, so that's good. He's gonna move back over to the side of the board probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. He's gonna be hopping back and forth basically. So let's put him back over here. These dice. All right, now we got to start shooting. Okay, let's try and take out Nigoksa before any mind shackle thing that happens. Alright, so 5 attack, 3 hits, so potentially, depending on what defense, now Nigoksa has 6 defense, so he can defend pretty easily, but if he takes all 3 hits, then Nigoksa is out of the game. Let's see. Nope, blocked 3 times. Woo! Actually, 4 shields. Good defense, Nigoksa. Alright. Now, order marker number 2, Grok Riders, and it's Nigoksa's turn first. Now, Nigoksa is starting on a road tile, and he's just going to get up there and Zed Nesbitt's way. It's here. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. After moving before attacking. It's Mind Shackle time, people. Let's see if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. If a Mind Shackle will do anything. Gotta roll the 20. 15, so not this time. So we're just gonna just start taking swipes at Zed Nesbitt then. Okay, so attack of 3. 2 hits. Zed Nesbitt's got defense of 4. Got wounded once. Yeah, this ain't looking good. Although I want to see how this ends, because I want to see if a mind shackle might possibly happen. Alright, now let's bring up more Grok Riders here. That Grok Rider is going to stay put. But we're going to bring up this Grok Rider here. And this Grok Rider here. And then move this Grok Rider up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There. Alright. And so this Grok Rider, 3 attack. 1 hit against Zed Nesbitt's defense of 4. Blocked. So the Grok Rider, 3 attack, 1 hit. Defense 4. Blocked. Okay, so that's the end of Marro's turn. Now number 3, Zed Nesbitt again. Yeah, I think he's just gonna go back. He's gonna go back to this. He's gotta just keep on moving around basically, trying to get rid of any strike. So I'm gonna put him here, but technically he's right here where these dice are. Alright, let us strike at that Marro. Or actually, oh no, it's good. We'll strike at that Marro. We'll strike at that Grok Rider. 5 attack. 3 hits. 3 defense. Another Grok Rider taken out. Alright, number 3. Marro. Let me think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Well, right now, I think Nigoksa is just fine where he is, because technically, because of how elevated this is, Zed Nesbitt can't really see him. So that's about the one safe spot that Nigoksa can be at. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move Nigoksa. Actually, I'm gonna move Nigoksa right here. So that way, Zed Nesbitt can't go back into that spot. You have to find another spot, which will make things a lot more difficult for him. Alright, but I'm going to move the rocks. Alright, here we go. So, let's move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, I still can't do that. I'm going to have just the one grok there. And then this grok's just going to go 1, 2. And this grok, I'm going to move him right here. So that way he's starting on a road space in this grok. Wait, okay, so I can't move through. I gotta attack with this one still, so that's the only ones I can move. Alright, elevated is attack of 4 against Nesbitt. 3 hits that. That's not great. Defensive 3. Ouch. Okay, Zed Nesbitt got taken out. So, game, set, match. Marro this time around. Said that Grok Rider army synergy, that's really good. Yeah, I'm thinking of heavily considering, like, I think I have 3 squads worth of Grok Riders, I believe. And I could probably get 3D printed proxies of another squad, so I am able to carry for tournament play. But I really love the synergy of the Grok Riders. They are very nice. All right, so what time is it? 11:48. Should I do one more round with the Vor Glide Strikers? It is kind of late. I can save that for another time. I think we did good after 2.5 hours of streaming. I think that's good. You know, each side got their own. Here, let me bring this up. Bring this microphone up. Yeah, each side got to win their own and win the day. Yeah, there's usually not much synergies when it comes to the Marro, and so the Grok Riders with a Marro Warlord. That's usually your best bet. That and Stingers. I mean, Stingers, I don't think there's any synergies, like Bondi synergies with Stingers, but if you just have all Stingers on the field, that's a pretty good play too. And I was going to try them tonight, but we just didn't have time. 2.5 hours into the stream, I think it's fine that we end here tonight. Did some games. Got to see some benefits of the Airborne Elite getting out on the field, guaranteed, although it worked better the first time than it did the second time. You have to really think about how you're going to deploy them. But the great news when you're deploying them with Zed Nesbitt, at least the NGC Zed Nesbitt figure, they can be adjacent to anything. You just put them down as long as they're on the space that Zed Nesbitt was flying over, or that was on when making his move. You could potentially put them on any of the spaces. So there you are. All right. But yeah, but I think the one thing though is that there's no bonding synergy to where you still have to wait for the Airborne Elite to take a turn. If you don't have an order marker on them, then you're just hoping that they don't die, especially in close range like this. So you do have to put that into consideration. But overall, still a lot of fun. I love doing these skirmishes. Like I said, I learn a lot. Hopefully you learn a lot as well. And I guess I'll just wrap before my voice totally goes on me. Thank you again, Joey Ranieri, aka the Lieutenant Dan, joining me a little bit earlier. Tilp, glad you could join us for a little bit as well. And thank you all for watching this stream, playing a little bit of Heroscape. I'm doing some of these skirmishes just to learn more and more about the game. So with that, thank you all for watching. Oh, and for this Sunday, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I might just do a little bit of video game playing, and then maybe do painting or something next Wednesday. Really, we're winding down from the year, everybody's doing holiday things, so just a little bit more relaxing. I know I'm going to be kind of in and out a little bit, especially nearer towards the end of the month. There's just a lot of business going on, so I'm not exactly sure if I'm able. I might do another skirmish again before the month is out, but I'll have to see. But again, I'm Ryan, Tales of Valhalla. Just started, did a kind of soft launch, so I'm not announcing it too much, but I do now have a Patreon, link in the description below if you want to check it out. You can join for free to see some of the free stuff, although if you want to see some of the special things, there is a support for that as well. But check it out and tell me what you think of that, and if there's any way you can support, even if it's the free way, I do appreciate it. And so with that, I thank you all for watching. You have a purpose in your life. Find it, pursue it, live it, and we'll see you next time. And again, check out the description below, like Heroscape, all these NGC, C3V, Classic Heroscape. Link description below if you want to check out the information of all those things. Thank you so much for watching. See you on Sunday, guys. Later now. Bye-bye.